I believe death is an illusion, and given these definitions are spells and curse words that literally molds and shape our reality. But through this transition, we go back to our higher selves of who we call God or the Christ consciousness. And we basically teach God about its own creation. Because if we look at God, God is not a solid thing. God is a spirit, and it consists of all things. So God created creation, which we are a part of creation. And in order for him to experience his creation, he created 7 billion, he or she, whichever one you want to call it, created 7 billion different bodies. We then use these bodies as utensils and as equipment to go and experience the creation. When we die, we bring all of this data back to our higher self, and we teach the creator about how to expand its own creation. So we are literally spiritual beings having a human experience. If you look at your fingers, if you look at everything about your body is used to touch stuff. My hands is to hold and to pick up things. My tongue is to taste stuff. It's called a taste sense. My ears go through hearing senses so I can download. Everything about our physiology is to download information. So what are we doing with the information? What's the whole purpose of having these vehicles to download all this data if we're not bringing it back to create a supercomputer? And I think that's what we're doing for real. I think that we are technology created by something. You didn't create, something created you, right? So I think we are biological technology here to experience reality, bring that information back to our higher self of who we call God to learn and expand more of the creation.
Do you think that the world is going to reset? Because I feel like the world is in such a bad state. Not the earth itself, but the people that's running it. And like as far as like being like controlled and technology, and like, do you think it's going to be a reset button? I
mean, there have to be a reset button. That's just called the cycles of life. Your cells go through cellular cycles. A woman go through a menstruate cycle. You know, we go through sperm cycles, a death cycle of our sperm. Your body, your bones have a cycle. Your blood dies and renew itself every 40 to 60 days. Your hair every 7 years. You know, so even everything about us go through a cycle. So if everything about our biology go through a cycle, in nature, you go through seasons. These seasons or cycles. 365 days is what they say. You know, the earth renew itself. You got the spring. Then from spring, you go through summer. Then from summer, you go through fall go through winter, and then it resets. So if everything that we see in nature and inside of our biology resets itself, then it's only right to reason with ourselves and say, yes, there will have to be a reset on earth. And from my understanding, a reset happened every 12 to 13,000 years.
How close we are to the next one?
We here. We're in the age of Aquarius.
I swear I feel it.
And it's usually when knowledge is very, very, very heightened and increased within the earth. And what kicks off the reset is always technology. Technology always kick off the reset. When you study ancient Kemet, when you study the Sumerian tablets, when you study all these different ancient civilizations, you notice that technology was at its highest point when everything reset itself. And me personally, I think this reset will be nuclear warfare.
Like soon, you think?
I mean, if you just look at the conflict, look at what's going on with Russia, look at what's going on with North Korea, look what's going on with China, look at what we have been creating. We usually annihilate ourselves from the technology. It's our intelligence. Our intelligence is what always get us. So, soon, yes, but it depends on what we call soon. You know, soon would be soon is within the next 10 generations. That's soon to me. Because we're supposed to live forever, man. We just bought into this illusion called death. You know, Asian is a disease, how I look at life. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to really be Asian. So yeah, very soon.
What are you doing to like prepare for that? Are you building an underground bunk?
Right now we're trying to start on one. Right now I'm working on building community and really growing our own food. That's what I'm working on right now. And I kind of kicked this off late, you know what I'm saying, in my life. So, you know, now I'm farming, I'm growing my own herbs, I'm growing my own food, I'm buying up as much land as possible. I have my own water source, and I'm trying to build community, but we can have at least these essential things to thrive off of, to truly unplug ourselves from the matrix. I think that's the first step to freedom. Now, can we avoid actually nuclear warfare? I don't believe we can. You know what I'm saying? Will I live to see that? I don't know. Hopefully we raise the vibrational consciousness of Earth high enough where we can actually telepathically change the whole entire collective, and it won't be nuclear warfare. I believe that's one of the main reasons that we here, to uplift humanity, to change the way we think, and we need more critical thinkers. And I think I'm one of them people that's here to make you question everything, for we can lift our vibrations, for this won't happen. So hopefully it don't happen. But no, I'm working on building an underground bunker. But right now, my main goal is, it's freedom, growing my own food, owning our own properties for we don't have to pay rent, growing your own food for you don't have to spend your dollars at the dollar store, having your own water source for you don't have to pay no water bills. If truly landing, because we came here to land. We literally landed on Earth. There's no coincidence that landing and land is the same word. So our purpose is to land and to experience from the land that we landed on. We landed here on this rock that they call Earth. So we have to figure this thing out. And the best way to do it is playing in Earth, playing with the elements. So, if you get into that and you really own the piece of land, you build a house and you own that house, you own your water, you grow your own food. Everybody go to work to pay bills, right? You go to work to eat, right? You go to work to make sure you're drinking the right water, for clothes and all of that. I'm trying to build an ecological system where you get clothes from the sheep that's on your land. You drink water from the actual geothermal well that's already on your land. You living in a house that you own that you ain't got to pay rent for. So if all you getting your electricity through solar power, you figuring out how to work with free energy, and you ain't got to pay no electrical bill. You ain't got to pay no sewage bill because you got a septic tank in your yard. We trying to teach these basic necessities to the people, because the moment that you are doing all 6 of these things, you don't have to pay nobody for nothing, and the land make money for you. And true money is not a dollar bill. True money is assets. So if we can create these assets, we can literally back ourselves up out of the matrix. And once we don't need the matrix, what they gonna do? They powerless at that point.
Let's speak about food, because food is like maybe the number one thing that lowers your vibration.
Yes.
You would agree? Why is it so important to grow your own food? What do you think they're doing to the food and that you have to grow your own?
What do I know they doing to the food?
What do I know?
They are contaminating the food. They're bioengineering the food. They're gene splicing the food. Yeah, most of the food. For instance, let's do it like this. If you don't grow it, you can't trust it.
That's a fact.
If I
didn't roll it, I can't smoke it.
You see what I'm saying?
For
Same
sure.
thing with that. So we gonna cast stones on all of them. We don't hide our hands either. We gonna cast stones on all the big food mafia, who you call the big food industry. But what they're doing is they're genetically modifying the food, because when you eat genetically modified food, it genetically modify your DNA. They're trying to control us. The best way to control anybody is by the food, because food is essential for life. That's what sustains the biomolecular structure, or what we call the avatar. So if I can get your food and control your food and make you think that food is the only thing you need for energy, which is not, that's why we got to change the curriculums in the books. These books are lies, bro. And we going to school and we learning the propaganda and we learning their lies and we teaching it like we smart. Nigga, we are not smart, teaching their own lies that they put in the book to keep us enslaved. But yeah, they messing with the food is because we have bought into the illusion that food is truly, truly essential, and that's all we need. When you got breatharianisms, where these are brothers that eat once a year and that's thriving out here. But if you believe in that idealism that food is essential for the vehicle, which it is, but I'm talking about solid food, then your body and your biology, it molds to that belief. So if food is essential for you and I control your food and you have these addictive behaviors to eating food, all I have to do is tinker with the genes inside the food to mess with your genes. So what do? They spray insecticides, pesticides, herbicides all over the crops. Not only if they doing that, but they're polluting our air. They polluting our air. They got chemtrails everywhere. So now there's people even growing organic food. But guess what? A plane fly by every fucking day and drop chemtrails on the food. So it's like we're coming into a position where we either going to have to mutate or die. Because it seemed like now they messing with the vegetables. Bill Gates got this new thing called a peel where he's spraying these coats around your fruits, saying it's preserving it more. But when you get into it, it's gene tampering technology in these appeal sprays. So even the organic fruit and the organic vegetables are now being contaminated and tampered with. So hopefully we have a mechanism inside of our structure that causes our cells to mutate, and we'll be able to mutate and basically survive this war, these biological weapons that have been waged against us. So they're controlling the food to control our minds. And yes, you are right. Low vibrational food make your energy low. If you look at the cells, our bodies is made of 150 trillion cells. Each of these cells have a 0.0 watt that actually emits from your cells. We have more electricity in our body than a lightning storm. It's just all regulated by light, or it's called photons. It's all regulated by the sun. So if I can get you to lower your hertz, when I lower your hertz, different chemical change reactions take place in your body. And this basically free up what you would call the immunological system. I don't believe in an immune system. I believe in something called the lymphatic defense system. So if I can weaken your lymphatic defense system, then this will actually change how your body interact with the environment. And I can put whatever information I want to put in you. I can tell you anything. So this is systematic warfare. It's not just with the food, but it's with education. It's with relationships. It's with culture. It's with the way we raise our children. Everything that we do. When we wake up, the moment you open your eyes, you are at war. Just think about it. You get up, you go to the bathroom, and you brush your teeth. First thing you use is fluoride or chlorinated toothpaste, which is going to calcify your pineal gland. Right? Then it's going to calcify your pituitary gland. And it's super bad for your teeth, but they say it's good for your teeth. So upon waking up, you already doing things and using substances to kill yourself. Then you go eat breakfast, because they teach you breakfast is supposed to be when you first wake up. You're not supposed to break your fast when you first get up in the morning. You break your fast when the sun is the highest in the sky at noon. So now you're not even drinking the equivalent amount of water you need to drink to jumpstart your cells in your system. You go and you stick bacon down your face, eggs, and all these different proteins, the protein myth. So when you really see what's going on here, we have been mind fucked to such a high level where we think killing ourselves is actually a good thing.